Welcome to SMC-TV's Newstache, the show where we tackle tough topics concerning social and academic affairs at St. Mary's campus. Today we're discussing the declining squirrel-to-student ratio, excessive irrelevant emails from the college, and the current absence of cheese in the cafeteria. With me today I have two special guests. First we have Dr. Sarah Capaldi. She's an expert on rodent-human relationship analysis. She's here to tell us her findings on the current squirrel situation on campus. We also have Professor Katie B. Funk, the appropriately named cheese economist, here to tell us about the current situation in the dining hall. Welcome, ladies. How are you?
Holier than a piece of Swiss cheese, Marina. Thank you.
Bashed as an acorn.
Fantastic, ladies. Really, truly fantastic. So, with the onset of winter, you may have noticed that the number of squirrels on campus is steadily declining. Declining so quickly, in fact, let's go check it out on the squirrel cam. You can see here that there are no squirrels on campus. Not over there. Not over here. And as we saw, definitely not here. Though there are a lot of leaves, there certainly are not a lot of squirrels. So, Dr. Capaldi, based on the findings we've seen here on this video, what effect do you think the lack of squirrels on campus is going to have on the students?
Well, so far there hasn't been a significant effect on students, but rather the lack of squirrels is dissuading prospective students from enrolling in the college.
Fascinating.
Yep.
Is there any particular reason why that is?
Well, while student and teacher ratios used to be quite important when deciding what college to go to, is no longer the case. Social media and influx of baby animal blogs on the internet have made a campus's general cuteness factor incredibly important when selecting a school.
We actually have some examples here of the caliber of cuteness students have come to expect when choosing a college. Here we can see adorable squirrels, adorable puppies, adorable foxes. This is what they have come to expect, people, especially rabbits and eggs. We also have some data showing the relationship between enrollment and a campus's general adorableness. Here you can see the dark red represents a college's general adorableness, while the light red represents a significant increase in enrollment, or drop in enrollment. So, Dr. Capaldi, where are all these squirrels actually going?
Well, many are holing up for the winter to stay warm, and others have become victims of reckless drivers.
You're kidding me. What kind of sick person runs over God's sweet creatures?
The nuns.
The nuns. The nuns!
Well, of course, studies show that the nuns are the #1 killers of squirrels this time of year.
You're kidding me. Actually, I shouldn't be so surprised. A number of factors contribute to this situation, including declining eyesight, poor reflexes, hearing deficits, and a tendency to overindulge in the sacramental wine. So, Dr. Capaldi, do you see any way of restoring the declining number of squirrels on campus?
Well, we just hope that the number of squirrels increases once spring comes along. Then the nuns can get back to walking horribly instead of driving horribly. But in the meantime, the squirrels have had to resort to more aggressive forms of self-defense, such as squirrel machetes.
Squirrel machetes. Well, we should have seen it coming. Thank you, Dr. Capaldi, for your insight on this serious problem at SMC. Now we turn our attention towards the disappearance of St. Mary's favorite dairy product, cheese. Well, St. Mary's has had some serious cutbacks in every department, both academic and in terms of program activities. Nothing is as distressing as the loss of one of the few redeeming aspects of the dining hall menu. Cheese has been seen missing in the salad bar, as well as in minimal amounts on the pizza. Anyone observing from afar might assume that the entire student population is indeed lactose intolerant. However, this is not the case. Here to give us some insight on the recent development is cheese economist Professor Katie B. Funk. Professor Funk is from the University of Wisconsin-Madison. Welcome, Professor.
I'm happy to be here.
Fantastic. Professor Funk, so can you account for the absence of cheese in the cafeteria recently?
Well, the lack of cheese in St. Mary's dining hall reflects the status of the current awful global economy. And by that, of course, I'm referring to the dire financial situation in Greece. Who has the time to make feta when there's civil strife?
And what about the provolone?
Once again, we turn to the international stage for answers. The debt crisis in Italy has slowed the production of provolone cheese and its export to the good old United States of America. But luckily for the nuns, Italian wineries are operating at maximum capacity. This, however, is a bad thing for those poor squirrels.
Well, there you go. Well, now that there isn't as much cheese, what can students expect?
Well, for one thing, more regular bowel movements. But on top of a drop in the cases of constipation, there may also be a lower intake of green vegetables due to the fact that those vegetables just aren't as delicious without cheese. Especially that god-awful vat of nacho cheese they try to pass off for Alfredo in our dining hall. You are fooling no one with that congealed excuse for cheese.
Well, I second that, Professor Funk. Well, there you have it, everyone. And I don't know if I can live in a world without cheese. So now we come to our final topic. Today's world is full of constant Facebook posts and Twitter updates, and in fact, the St. Mary's administration has followed suit. Many students may have noticed that the college email subject lines have been containing subjects like out of toffee, athlete of the week. Though these particular subjects are incredibly intellectually stimulating, many people think that the college is missing the point when it comes to the practice of campus email. For example, this fall, many students found out information about registration times, not from the campus, but from word of mouth. So while the Cupcake Battle Royale was emphasized, other academic affairs were simply brushed aside. College email was meant to communicate important school activities, not facilitate the distribution of faculty leftovers. So, are there any thoughts, particular memories, hated emails that you two share about the college email?
Well, I, for one, do not want to be informed about career nights, seeing as how I have a very successful career. I also don't care about these Quidditch winners, or about the notorious intoxicated trips to the Oval Office we've heard about in Regina.
I don't care about to hear the nature trails are closing down. What about the squirrels?
Both very excellent points the both of you have made. Well, that just about wraps it up. I'd like to thank both of our guests for being here today. If you would like to contact me or either of our guests, please contact mkozak01@stmarys.edu. We look forward to seeing you next week when we cover proper dorm bathroom etiquette. Is it better to wait it out or dump and dash? Additionally, solving the problem of, do girls actually poop? I'm Marina Kozak, and we'll see you next week.